Arm balancing with bent arms, strong shoulders and triceps, and connected core. So namaste everyone. Welcome to another episode of On the Mat. Very special episode today. I would like to introduce Jodie. Jodie is a student from the school, a member of our community, which has recently graduated from our previous teacher training course, which was conducted last year in October. And having graduated from that course and doing so wonderfully, she was invited to be part of the teaching team. Right. In fact, most of the members of my teaching team are all coming from our teacher training course as well, because we really believe in developing a kind of an ecosystem where a student can find a progression-based practice towards eventually then taking this TTC and then moving on to serve the community that they came from, guiding other people and sharing the practice.
Priyan's courses were amazing. If you want to progress your practice, I highly recommend you to take on his course. The next upcoming one is in October. So for more information, you can check the descriptions below and click the link to find out more about the course.
The theme of bent arm strength challenges the strength of your triceps and shoulders and connects it with a beautiful core engagement. Okay, so are we ready to begin? Yes, okay, let's begin. Begin your practice from a seated position. Connect with your breath. Start to deepen and lengthen each and every passing breath. The inhale, an opportunity to take more air into the body. The exhale, active, bringing the navel in, squeezing the air out. So with every exhalation, can you find the toning of the lower belly, the toning of the pelvic floor, a gentle firmness which perhaps can also persist through the inhalation. These are your bandhas. Mula bandha between your legs, Uddiyana bandha, the lower belly. And with these bandhas active, also think about the length you are creating in your body. Use the inhale to sit a little bit straighter and taller. Guide the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. And use your exhale to establish your grounding and your foundation, perhaps lengthening the tailbone downwards. Like this, take deep, long, and regulated breaths. In the best way to regulate your breath, do it with a gentle constriction in your throat. The sound in the breath like the ocean, also known as the Ujjayi or the victorious breath. So in today's practice, perhaps you set your intention to always remember to keep the breath regulated and the body firm. Next, inhale, begin to lift your chin up, roll shoulders back, arching the spine, gentle seated back bend. Next, exhale, drop chin down to the chest, send shoulders forwards, explore rounding your back. Good, and arching again. Inhale, opening chest and shoulders, opening your throat. Exhale, rounding. Take your time. Connect your breath with the movement, with the firmness, with the grounding. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Next, inhale, arms up, deepen your movement. Good. Next, exhale, lengthen the body all the way forwards and come down to the mat. Again, inhale, use your strong back muscles to lift. Exhale, with length, we come down. Good. Connecting breath with movement. Inhale, rise up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, lengthen forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Last one. Inhale, take your deepest, longest breath. Arms overhead. Open chest, open shoulders. Nice long spine. Okay, now lift your left knee up. Exhale, lengthen the body forwards. And keep your left leg tucking close to the body. Place the hands on the mat. And stay to create a stretching of your left hip. Still with the continuity of your regulated breath. We hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise up again. Inhale and switch your legs. Lower left shin down and lift right knee up. Exhale, lengthen forwards again. Again, we stay and connect with our breathing. As best as you can you also maintain a healthy lengthening of your spine? That means avoid the back too much rounding, especially in the area of the lower back. Good. A few more breaths here. That'll do. Release. Extending both arms upwards. And let's place the hands down to the front of the mat as you rise up to tabletop, hands and knees position. Your hands underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. Begin from a straight spine. Good. Lengthening the right leg back behind you and lifting the right foot off the mat. Stay a few breaths here. Good. Please correct any imbalance you are feeling in the hips. Your left and right hips equal. Means as you lift your right leg, right hip does not lift. Please keep the right leg active, the lift of the kneecap, and you are either pointing or flexing your foot. In the exhale, now bring the heel of the foot in to the hip and bring the knee close to the chest to create a strong and firm tuck position. Also broaden across your shoulders so that the chest does not sink. Noticing here how it rounds your back. And you feel the toning in the front body. Now with the next breath, can you straighten out your spine but maintain that tuck position still as firm as possible. And you will then also incorporate an activation of the muscles along your back. Front body and back body, both active, just by trying to tuck with a straight spine. Good. Exhale, tuck again. Inhale, lengthen the right leg back. Exhale, lower right knee down gently. Good. Left leg. Slide back, lift foot. Take a few breaths here. Also, as you work on activating, awakening your glute and leg with this pose, think about supporting the pose by keeping the ribs in the body, avoiding a back bend. And that'll do. Exhale, left heel to hip, left knee to chest. Stay and breathe as you find broadness across the shoulders and the firmness of your tuck. That means you avoid even the left foot touching the mat. Good. And the knee so close to your chest, you might be able to touch the forehead to the knee. Now with your next breath, lengthen and straighten out your spine without losing your firm tuck position, so that you are starting now to also awaken the muscles along the length of your back. Front body and back body, beautifully engaged. Okay, exhale, tuck again. Inhale, lengthen back. Exhale, left knee comes down. Let's do this just for one more round. With the breath now, right leg extend back. Inhale. Right knee to the chest. Exhale. Straight spine but still tucked. Inhale. And tuck your body again. Exhale. Extend right foot back on the inhalation. Exhale, right knee down. Inhale, left leg up. Beautiful. Exhale, tuck to the chest. Inhale, straighten that spine out and see how that feels like. Front and back body is engaged. Exhale, tuck. Inhale to lengthen back. Exhale brings both knees down to the mat, and you can then lift yourself up to your first downward facing dog position. Good. And go ahead, paddle out your feet, left and right, heels and toes. With one knee bent, opposite leg straight, perhaps the hips are swaying, and perhaps the shoulders are moving. Beautiful. When you're ready, let's come up on tiptoes, hips high. Good. Front of the hip engagement to close the distance between belly and thigh, finding the lift of your tailbone, spread of your sit bones. Maintain that front hip engagement as you bring heels down to find your perfect down dog, or the down dog that you are able to bring the body to at this point in your practice. This means your knees might be slightly bent and the heels might be slightly lifted if there is any tightness in your legs. Good. Now come up on tiptoes, inhale. As you exhale, bring the knees to the chest, keep the hips high and look forwards in front of you. Next, inhale, step carefully to the front of the mat, left foot, right foot forward and take a halfway lift. Exhale, with length in the body, forward bend. Good. Inhale, rise up to standing position. If the arms are big, beautiful stretch, arms up, gaze upwards. Exhale, palms flat on the mat, forward bending again. Beautiful. Take a halfway lift. Inhale, looking upwards. Exhale, step your left foot, right foot back to plank pose position. Lower your knees down. Okay, so from tabletop, slide the knees a little bit further back. Lower the hips down slightly so that you bring the body to a straight line from the knees to the shoulders, and this is a half plank shape. From half plank, bend your elbows and lower down to your first Chaturanga Dandasana, your four-limbed staff pose that we practiced in last week's basic level class. Now stay. And please see if you can find more lengthening of the lower back. Drop the tailbone down, keep the hip neutral. You have the elbows hugging close to the body and you avoid the shoulders going below the elbows. Most important, try to keep the wrists stacked underneath the elbows in this pose. Good. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog with a straight spine, completing your first vinyasa. Good. The Chaturanga, an essential component in our practice because it is foundational to help us understand how to support our body weight with bent arms. So come up on tiptoes, inhale, hips high. Exhale, bring knees to chest and looking forwards in front of you. Inhale, walking to the front of the mat, left foot, right foot, take a halfway lift. Good. Exhale, forward bending. Inhale, as you come up to standing, give ourselves a big, beautiful stretch, arms up, open chest, open shoulders. Exhale to bring the hands back down in a forward bend. Good. Then take a halfway lift. Inhale. On the exhale again, step your left foot, right foot back, plank pose position, but this time keep your legs straight. And for those of us that feel that you still want your knees on the mat, feel free to take that option as well. With the elbows bent, create that same shape, Chaturanga Dandasana, stacking the elbows over the wrist, shoulders don't go below the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. And always your palms should be flat for the safety of the wrists as you move through. Now lift your right leg up to three-legged dog. Inhalation. Beautiful. Tuck your right knee to the chest, just like what we did on hands and knees. Find your tiger curl. Just like we did earlier, can you explore a straight spine while maintaining the tuck in this position for one inhale? Good. Exhale again, tuck, and set the right foot down on the mat in front of you. High lunge pose, arms up, open chest, open shoulders, but today Mindful to keep the front ribs in the body so that you develop a connection between the front ribs and hips, a toning of the front body. But continue to reach upward strongly and find your vertical spine. Good. Pushing forward gently through that back heel, sinking as deep as you can go, creating even a stretch in the front of your back leg. Exhale, place both hands down. Good. Step back, downward facing dog. Again, now lift up your left leg, three-legged dog. Beautiful. And bring the heel to the hip and bring the knee to the chest. Send your shoulders forward, stack the shoulders over your wrists. Inhale, lifting the tailbone, straight spine, but keep the shoulders broad and maintain your tuck. Exhale, the knee hugging to the chest again. Set your left foot down for Ashta Chandrasana, high lunge pose. Arms up. Beautiful. And stay connected with your breathing. Again, working to find firmness in lower belly, pelvic floor. Connection between the front ribs and hips. A beautiful openness in chest and shoulders though. And the depth that you can sink your legs while keeping the front knee stacked above the ankle of the foot. Stay active in the back leg. Back knee is lifted, hips level, squared and neutral. Exhale, hands come down. And please step forwards to the front of your mat. Let's take a halfway lift. Inhale. And do a forward bend. Exhale. Good. Rising up to standing. Inhale, give the arms a big, beautiful stretch upwards. And exhale, come back down for a forward bend. Good. Let's do this with the breath. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, walk, jump, or float back. Plank pose, feet together. Elbows bent, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog with a straight spine. Inhale, extending right leg back for three-legged dog. Exhale, tuck the right knee to the chest. Inhale, straighten out your spine. Stay with broad shoulders. Exhale, tuck deeper. Inhale, high lunge pose this time, just for one beautiful inhale. Exhale, place the hands down and step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, take the left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, tuck the left knee to the chest. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, high lunge pose. Good. Exhale, step forward to the front of the mat with the hands down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward bend. And inhale takes it up towards the ceiling, reach the arms up beautifully. Good. On the exhale, can you now cross the left arm underneath the right arm to wrap the arms together like ropes and bring the fingers of one hand into the palm of the other. Stay broad and cross your shoulders, and with your exhale, sink into a chair pose. Good. In the chair pose, ensure that you have that lengthening of the lower back. You are not back bending here. Drop the tailbone down. Bring the body weight to the backs of the feet as well. You are almost falling backwards. Then can you carefully cross your left leg over the right leg, maintain balancing on the right foot. If you can, you curl the left toes behind the shin of the right leg. You are in Gurudeva Eagle Pose. Stay with a nice vertical spine. Or take your option today to touch the elbow down to the knee. But in today's intermediate eagle, you are going to challenge yourself to maintain a straight spine. Good. As you come down, you try to maintain a straight spine. It should feel almost like a back bend. Lift your tailbone. Keep the shoulders broad. And that'll do. Lift up slightly and unwrap your left leg. Please stay balanced as you find a warrior 3 position. Good. Breathe and keep that left leg extending back as you guide the crown of the head forwards and you are squaring the hips. You avoid the left hip lifting. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set the back foot down. Gently unwrap the arms for one high lunge pose. Inhale as you extend the arms up. Exhale, left hand down. Revolve side angle pose. Inhale, spreading the right arm upwards. Opening the chest, opening the shoulders. Good. Breathe, maintaining length in both sides of the body. And your next pose is a lizard pose. So as you lower the right hand down, you can walk the right foot to the corner of the mat and lower the hips down as low as they can go. If you are comfortable coming down to the forearms, please do that as well. Just a few breaths stretching out here. Good. And once you're done, let's come back up with straight arms and simply step the right foot back to plank. Elbows bent. Again, do a vinyasa, mindful of the alignment of your chaturangas. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come up on tiptoes. Exhale, both knees to chest, looking forwards. Good. Next, inhale, you walk, jump, or float to the front. Next, exhale to forward bend. Inhale, rising up, standing, giving the arms a big, beautiful stretching again. Okay, on the exhale, wrap the right arm under the left arm, crossing the arms. Fingers of one hand into the palm of the other. Take a moment and broaden across your shoulders. Good. Knees bent to enter chair pose. You can do this slowly. Take your time, no rush. Find your inner leg engagement in chair. You are trying to hug the legs inwards towards each other. Beautiful. And then gently crossing the right leg over the left. You are balancing then in the four corners of the left foot. You have your beautiful drishti or gaze directed in front of you. And now as an option, just an option, you can explore touching elbow to knee. And today your work is to maintain a straight spine, even as you bring yourself down to a tuck. Good. That'll do. Rise up slightly and unwrap your right leg. Find your warrior three position. Still balance on your left foot. You can micro bend your left knee if you have any tightness in that leg. Again, try to keep the back leg active. Lift the knee, flex or point your toes, close your hips to keep them square. And that'll do. Set the foot down behind you gently. Rising up for a high lunge, unwrap your arms, inhale. And as you exhale, bring the right hand down to the mat, twisting to the left. Inhale, left arm open. Beautiful. We stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, opening across the chest and shoulders, and 1. So with both hands down to the mat, lizard pose, please keep it active by maintaining straight back leg. And if the forearms can come down, then feel free. Deepening the stretch in the front of the back leg and the back of the front leg. For the maximum benefit of the lizard stretch, you want to keep your left knee hugging close to the body. And maintain as much as you can the length of the left side. Good. And then when you're ready, simply lift yourself back up to your hands and step back to plank. And again, mindful that your chaturanga has a beautiful alignment today. In order to translate that muscle memory, continue upward dog and downward dog. In order to translate that muscle memory to your bent arm balances. Then inhale, come up and tiptoes. Exhale, both knees to chest, looking forwards. Next breath, walk, jump or float again to the front, taking a halfway lift. Exhale to forward bend. Good. Inhale, rising up to standing. Give the arms a big, beautiful stretching upwards. Exhale, hands to the mat. Good. Halfway lift. Inhale. Okay, you can simply step your left foot back for a warrior two. Exhale. Ground the back heel, turn the body to the left. Inhale, circle the arms up, spread them from fingertip to fingertip. Strong front leg and straight back leg with the gaze over the right shoulder. Good, you have a nice vertical spine, neither leaning to the left or right. You are equally distributed between both your legs. So from warrior two, reach forward with the right arm and let's do a reverse warrior. Inhale, rise up. Sliding your left arm down your back leg. Now the exhale is a side angle pose, which you will practice today with the right palm on the inside of the foot on the mat, nice and firm. Good. Extending the right arm forward, maybe with the wrap of the tricep. Keep the bicep close to the ear. And you were trying to make that beautiful length from the left foot all the way to the fingertips. So place now your left hand to your hip and lowering the right knee down to the mat. Slide your right foot back to achieve this. Very nice. This is like a supported side plank position. So ensure that the feet, hips, head are all in one plane. And as you go into your side plank, maintain this beautiful alignment, keeping always the right palm firm on the mat. This also can be done with the right forearm on the mat if you have any discomfort in the wrist. So your next movement now is to carefully press into your left foot. Good, and find the toning, the firmness in the side body. And with the next exhale, right knee lifts up towards the center line and off the mat. Good. Inhale, lower the right knee down and just touch, please. Good. Exhale, bring the knee back to the center. Exhale, lower down. Let's do two more. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, down. Last one, as you tuck, you have the option to extend that leg for 5, 4, and left arm up. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, both hands down. Right leg goes up for three-legged dog. This one, let's swing it up and over to set it down behind you to counter stretch in a wow thing pose. Inhale with the hip high, chest open, and reach with the right arm. Just one breath. Exhale, flipping it back to plank and with the elbows bent. Again, mindful of your Chaturanga in your vinyasa today. And see if you can find more recruitment, more energetic activation in muscles that help to contribute to the lightness of your bent arm strength. From downward dog, come up and tiptoes, inhale. Exhale, knees to chest, look forward, and again, an opportunity to walk, hop, float, or just step forwards. Good. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale up towards the ceiling. Exhale, forward bend. Let's come down again. Good. Take a halfway lift. Inhale and simply step your right foot back to warrior two. Exhale. Grounding the back heel, the toes point outwards. Circling the arms up with the next inhalation and arriving with a strong front leg. A grounded back leg, nice and straight. Spreading from fingertips to fingertips. From crown of the head to base of your spine. Beautiful. And it's time to reverse your warrior. Inhale, left arm up. Right arm sliding down your back leg. Exhale, side angle pose is going to be with the left palm to the mat. Now ensure that you have a nice firm foundation. Left shoulder is broad. As you extend the right arm, wrap your tricep and bring the bicep close to the ear. Find the full extension, create broadness. Beautiful open left hip. Good. That'll do. Place the right hand to the hip, lower the left knee down slowly. By sliding the left foot back, you lower the left knee down. Take a few moments. Keep everything open. Hips are open, chest is open. Almost you want to revolve the body upwards towards the ceiling. Good. And pressing into that right foot to find the lightness and the left knee supporting. Exhale, left knee come up. And then inhale, left knee come down without resting on the mat. Exhale, come up. Inhale, come down. Good. Again, come up. And then come down slowly, slowly. Last one, as you strongly, strongly hug the knee towards the center line, take your option to extend that foot. And we stay for 5. 4, with the right arm up. For 3, strong inner legs, beautiful side body strength. For 2. And 1, that'll do, both hands down. Step the left foot up and over, and it comes down behind you for a vaulting pose. And it'll help you to counter stretch. Inhale, chest open. Exhale, flips it back to plank for 1 beautiful vinyasa to downward facing dog. Good. And from downward dog, we're going to bring ourselves forward to Malasana, garland pose. So you might be walking, jumping, or floating, but please land the feet outside of the hands. Walk the feet as far apart as your hips are able to afford you, and point your toes outwards. And your squat should be with the feet flat on the mat. This means those of us that have difficulty doing this can have perhaps blocks stacked underneath the heels to facilitate your squatting position. Your hands together and the elbows on the inside of the knees are gently pushing the knees wide apart, deepening the opening. Good. Now see if this can happen today. You are going to slowly, slowly walk the hands forward on the mat. So arms come forwards. Beautiful. And then take the left arm and wrap around your left leg. You are going to find a bound position. Reach back with the right hand and see if you can catch your right wrist. If not, the wrist and the fingertips. Then firmly pull down the right arm to give a deeper shoulder opening. Beautiful. Look down towards the mat and you are going to challenge yourself. You can stay here though. But if you want to explore Flamingo Pose, then lift the hips up gently and lean into the right foot as the foundation. Pick yourself up with 1 strong inhalation. Inhale up. Beautiful. Try to be vertical. Pull back that left knee. Stay with the proud, proud chest and strong right leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down the same way we came up with control, gently, carefully. Good. You did a beautiful tuck with a straight spine. Unclasp the hands. Crawl the hands forwards again. Take your time. And once you're ready, wrap the right arm around your right knee. Keep the right hand on your back up as high as possible so that when you reach the left arm back, you are able to clasp the wrist. And pull to lengthen the left arm and open the left shoulder. Good. As you gaze down, you lift the hips up. Gently rock the body weight to the left foot and you are on the 4 corners. And then with a strong inhalation, lifting to Flamingo Pose. Good. Nice and straight spine. Beautiful level and squared hips. The opening experienced in the right leg and your shoulders. And that'll do. Slowly release. Take your time to come down the same way we came up. Beautiful. Unwrap the arms, place them on the mat in front of you. And your next pose is an arm balance. It is going to be the essential level class pose we did from last week, which is Kakasana, crow pose. Elbows micro bent. Keep them hugging inwards. Keep your shoulders broad like you did in eagle pose. Palms are always flat. Root down to the 4 corners of the hands. Knees go into the triceps. Try to lift the hips while you are in this position as you bring the body weight forwards. Good. Straight spine. Stack the elbow over the wrist and one foot lift. You can keep one foot touching the mat or both feet start to float. So this is the difference between a bent arm crow pose and a straight arm crane pose. In this crow pose, you have to have a nice straight spine. And this is your best possible way of creating a muscle memory to eventually progress to a one-legged crow. Let's see if you can find Chaturanga from this position. Send both feet back, keeping the hips high. Good. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog with a straight spine. Inhale, come up on tiptoes. Exhale with knees to chest and looking forwards. Next, inhale, walk, jump or float to the front. Beautiful. Now separate the feet slightly wider and slide the hands, palms facing up, underneath your feet. Padahastasana. Yes, so you step the hands underneath the feet. You step the feet over the hands. The toes going all the way into the creases of the wrist. Take a halfway lift. Inhale. And forward bend. Exhale. Use this pose to regain your breath as well as create more length in the hamstrings. If you try pulling the hands out from under the body weight of the feet, it helps you to decompress your wrists as well. Good. And one more breath. And that'll do. Release the hands out from underneath the feet. Close your legs. Take a halfway lift. Inhale, look upwards. Exhale, you walk, jump or float back, plank pose. Let's do one vinyasa. You can take a down dog and avoid the vinyasa if you feel that is more relevant for your practice. Extend right foot up for three-legged dog. Inhale. Send your knee to a tuck. Exhale. You know this movement. Inhale, find your straight spine while maintaining your tuck. Exhale, tuck again. As you set the right foot down, this time ground the left heel inwards towards the center line and keep the hips squared for warrior one. Inhale, the arms go up, open chest and shoulders. Your hands might be touching, or if you feel tight in the shoulders, separate them. On the exhale, place your hands down to the mat. Get ready now, a practice of a one-legged crow. Elbows slightly bent, shoulders broad, just like crow. Right knee balanced on the tricep. Left foot can start to sneak forward more and more to find the height of your hips. Lift your tailbone to where the left leg needs to go. That means spine almost feeling like a back bend. Good. And if you wish, you stay touching the mat with the toes or left leg lift. So you bring that right leg back and then inhale, up dog. And then exhale to downward facing dog. Beautiful, beautiful practice. Inhale, left leg lift. Exhale, left knee to chest. Find your strong tuck. Inhale, straighten out that tuck, please. Beautiful. Exhale, hug knee to chest again. With the inhale to find warrior one position. Ground the back heel inwards. Square the hips. Hug the legs inwards towards the center line. Find length in the lower back. Direct your gaze up and reach where you are looking at. Beautiful. Open chest, open shoulders. Good. And with the next exhale, the hands come down. Keep the micro bending of the arms. Slide the left foot back and find your tucked knee. Bring it to the tricep. Find a sweet spot where it feels very nice and stable. And then work on lifting up the hips as high as they can go. Right foot coming forwards, hips high, tailbone lifting to where you want your right leg to go. And now start to float. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shoot that left foot back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful, beautiful. Strong, strong practice. Inhale, come up on tiptoes. Exhale, knees to chest and slowly lower to child's pose. Well-deserved child's pose position. Good, and we rest. And feel the effect of the practice in your body. Strong, strong triceps and shoulders, side body. Beautiful front of the hip awakening, connected with an activated core. Along with an activated front line, also feel that beautiful, beautiful strength in the muscles of your back. And when you're ready, we go into a sequence of movements connected with the breath. Good. So first come up to a kneeling position with the feet and knees together. So we will bring the palms together, a prayer position. Okay. Next, you are going to reverse so that the back of the hands press together and drop the fingers downwards. Very nice. Now connect this into big, beautiful movements of the wrists. Good. Continue to circle the arms up. Inhale, arms overhead. Good. Reverse direction. Circle the arms forward. Exhale, child's pose. Good. Stay with the breath. Do this again. Inhale, arms up. And decompress your wrists. Exhale, arms forward, child's pose position. Beautiful. Next, inhale as you come up. Also lift your hips so you come to a high kneeling position. And perhaps you start to back bend gently. Good. Exhale to come back down, child's pose position again. Next, inhale again, rise up to high kneeling, gentle back bend. And on the exhale, circle the arms all the way back behind you. You have the option to place the hands to your lower back or grabbing the heels of the feet. Good. Ustrasana, Camel Pose. Keep the hips stacked over the knees with a strong engagement of your quads. Maintain the lifting of the heart and bring shoulders back and down away from the ears and towards the mat in the opposite direction. In this way, expand into the outward curve. Your throat is open only if your neck is comfortable, otherwise keep the chin close to the chest. And stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your time to come up symmetrically. Good. Exhale, wide-legged child's pose. Please bring the knees. Please bring the knees wide apart. Keep the big toes touching. Extend the arms in front of you. And rest the head on the mat. Beautiful. Feeling the effects of your back bend. Let's do a side body stretch. Walk the hands all the way to the left corner of the mat. And stay with the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now walk to the right corner. Find lengthening of the left side body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk back to the middle. And lift up to tabletop. From tabletop position, let's go into a twist. Inhale to extend the left arm upwards and opening to the left. Exhale to wrap the left arm under and reach to the right. Today, reach the right arm towards the front of your mat, opening your shoulder. Bring the head underneath right shoulder as you crawl the fingertips to the left. And with the lengthening of the right hip away from the right shoulder, create your twist. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Untwist gently, coming back to tabletop pose. So again, lift your right arm, this time opening to the right on the inhale. And exhale, right arm going under and to the left. Extend left arm forwards. With the head underneath the left shoulder, crawl the fingertips to the right corner of your mat. Breathe along the length of the left side of your body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Untwist slowly. Good, and from tabletop, go ahead and flip the body over to arrive in Savasana, your final pose. With the arms and legs spreading out, comfortably wide, toes outwards, heels inwards, palms facing upwards and the eyes gently closed. Beautiful. So thank you very much for joining our sequence today. Keep practicing with joy in the body and peace in the heart. Namaste, and see you soon.